When Alfa Romeo announced they were making an electric car, I'll admit I was skeptical. After all, how do you translate that legendary Alfa Romeo driving spirit into something powered by batteries? Well, after spending time with the new 2025 Junior, I can tell you this: they've absolutely nailed it. Let's start with the looks, because, well, it's an Alfa. The Junior takes everything we love about Alfa Romeo design and shrinks it into a compact crossover package. That iconic shield grille has been beautifully reimagined for the electric age, and those muscular wheel arches give it a stance that makes most other small EVs look like toy cars. Around back, there's a distinctive tail design that actually pays homage to the classic Giulia TZ. Nice touch, Alfa. Now let's talk numbers, because they're impressive. The standard Junior Elettrica gives you 154 horsepower and a seriously competitive 255-mile range. But if you're anything like me, you'll want the Veloce version. With 276 horsepower and a 0 to 60 time of just 5.9 seconds, it's basically a hot hatch in crossover clothing. Yes, the range drops to 208 miles, but trust me, the performance is worth it. Inside, it's a mix of modern tech and classic Alfa sportiness. You get two 10.25-inch screens, but thankfully, there are still physical buttons for important controls. The driving position is spot on, and if you opt for the Veloce, those Seatbelt sports seats are absolutely fantastic. Sure, there's some obvious Stellantis switchgear sharing going on, but the overall feel is distinctly Alfa Romeo. Daily living? Yeah, it's got that covered too. The 400-liter boot isn't class-leading, but it's plenty practical for most needs. Rear passenger space is decent, and charging is competitive with 100-kilowatt DC fast charging, getting you from 20 to 100% in about 30 minutes. Speaking of performance, this is where the Junior really shines. Alfa has completely reworked the suspension and steering from the standard Stellantis platform, and you can feel it in every corner. The steering is quick and precise, body roll is minimal, and there's genuine feedback through the wheel, something that's rare in any modern car, let alone an electric crossover. The Veloce version takes things up another notch with a mechanical limited slip differential, yes, really, and bespoke 4-piston brakes. Throw in some sticky Michelin Pilot Sport 5 tires, and you've got an EV that's actually fun to drive. And I mean genuinely fun, not just good for an electric car fun. Now, it's not all perfect. The ride is definitely on the firm side, though I'd argue that's part of the Alfa character. Interior storage could be better, and some might find the rear visibility a bit compromised by those thick pillars. But these feel like minor niggles rather than deal breakers. Price-wise, it's actually pretty competitive, starting at $33,800 for the Elettrica, while the spicier Veloce comes in at $42,295. That's good value when you consider the premium badge and driving experience you're getting. The really impressive thing about the Junior is how it manages to feel distinctly Alfa Romeo while embracing the electric future. It's not trying to be a Tesla or a BMW. It's doing its own thing, and doing it really well. The steering, the handling, even the way it carries its weight. It all feels properly Alfa. Should you buy one? If you want a small electric crossover that actually puts a smile on your face, absolutely. The Junior proves that the electric future doesn't have to be boring, and that Alfa Romeo's soul is very much intact. It's not just a good electric car, it's a good Alfa Romeo. And in 2025, that's exactly what we needed to see. For all its minor flaws, the Junior is a triumph. A car that proves you can have character, performance, and zero emissions all in one package. Alfa Romeo hasn't just made an electric car, they've made an Alfa that happens to be electric, and that makes all the difference. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one, and don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.